In this video, we explain the dbChange utility. dbChange is narrow in focus. We use it to make wholesale changes to configuration objects and look at the transport case as a medium. Objects are exported to a file where they can be modified generically with a script. The utility needs a script, and the code relies on two simple commands, replace and replace_parts. The utility produces a new file with updated objects, which can be db loaded back into the database. dbChange is fairly simple, but we recommend checking reference material to make sure that you're aware of the terms for object types and attributes. dbChange allows us to select a number of objects and batch update them with a script. Think of a collection of jobs objects that we want to execute on another agent. Instead of duplicating these objects and setting the new agent manually, we export them to the transport case, db unload to a file, run a script via dbChange, and update that agent for all those jobs in one clean sweep. Then we db load them back into the system. These scripts rely on two basic commands, replace and replace_parts. Replace replaces a field, like the agents, and replace part updates part of an attribute, like a script segment in the process tab. This produces an output file containing updated objects. This file is db loaded back into the system. Wildcards add flexibility to the solution. Star can substitute to a string of characters, and question mark to a single character. The syntax is pretty simple. The executable is ucbchng. There are optional options which are common to all utilities. -v prints the version, -i points to the ini file, and this is only needed if the file is not in the same location as the executable. -l is for the language. -b is required, it's for batch mode, and it's a constant for all utilities. dbChange has three specific options. -1 points to the script file, -2 points to the file exported from the transport case with db upload, and -3 is the file resulting from the dbChange. This file contains the updated objects. You use it to db load to the system. dbChange relies on the scripts which we have to write. The script uses two basic commands, replace to replace an entire field, like the agents for a workflow object, and replace parts, where part of an attribute needs to be replaced. The script in the process tab is a good example. The syntax is easy. The first argument is the object type, the second argument is the object name, the third argument is the attributes, the fourth is the value we're replacing, and the fifth is what we're replacing it with. Here's some examples. In the first, we're substituting attributes for event type objects. We're applying the change to all events in the file. The affected attribute is the agent. The original agent name is agent w host, and the new agent name is agent windows. In the second example, we're applying a change to job objects. We're targeting a specific job called myJob. We're changing the scripts, and within that script, we're replacing the string sleep30 with sleep100. We're not replacing the entire script, and so we have to use replace part. This is the sequence we're going to follow. First, we have a small number of dedicated jobs objects for this demo. We'll copy those objects to the transport case in AWI. Then we'll unload the transport case using the -b transport option. We'll also use -d to clear out the transport case, -x to output our file, and -c for the client number. Before we can do anything, we need a script. That script will make a replace part change to the process page of our jobs objects. Then we execute dbChange and produce an output file. The command has three options, -1 for the script, -2 for the transport case output file, and -3 for the file containing the changed objects. Finally, we'll db load the objects back into the system using the output file. We have created three dedicated jobs. They're easy to identify with the letters TC in their names. All of these jobs contain 30-second sleep commands in the process tab. We want to update those sleep commands with something longer. We move these objects to the transport case. Let's unload the transport case with the db unload utility. You should be comfortable using this and with the syntax, in particular the -b transport option. Before we do that, let's make sure we have privileges on the utility, or we could run into some issues. The current user is also the owner of the utility directory. This means we'll be able to execute the utilities in the bin directory. -d deletes the contents of the transport case after unload, -c is the client number, and -x is the name and location of the output file. The command completed, we see our file in the file navigator below. Back in AWI, we can see that the transport case is empty. We've created the db change script. Let's take a look. It's a simple command that targets jobs objects. The scope is all of them. We're updating the script, and we're updating a text string. This is the original, and this is the updated version. We can execute the db change utility with the 3 arguments in order. First, we have the command with the -b option for batch mode and -c for the clients. The first argument is the -1 option. This has to be the script. The second argument is the -2 option, which points to the output transport case file. The last argument is the -3 option, which produces the resulting file with the updated objects. The utility executed successfully. It produces the output file. Back in AWI, we'll go ahead and delete our source objects to show the outcome of the db load. We can db load the contents of the file back into the system. The transport case retains the folder structure, meaning our objects will be uploaded into the original location. In AWI, our jobs are back. Let's take a look at one of them.